Hello guys and welcome back to LA Noire. So, we are now on our we have now been promoted to the homicide desk and we're now going to be doing the red lipstick murder case. So, with that being said, let's jump right into it. As Philip DeFranco would say. Right. 6 months later, this is 6 months after we finished the traffic case. The red lipstick murder. Pardon me. Right.
All right, gentlemen, take your seats. Let's get this over before lunch. Floyd Rose of the homicide squad has decided to take early retirement. We will all miss Floyd and the steely edge he brought to his police work. The department has arranged a wee drink at the Galway Arms to quench the mighty thirst a man gets from 25 years of police work. Floyd's departure leaves a place at the top table, and the chief has seen fit to promote Cole Phelps from burglary to the homicide desk.
Huh.
Stand up, Phelps. Take a chair. You're in the major leagues now, Sonny. Rusty Galloway, a fine lawman of the old school, will be taking you under his wing. Your first case is the murder of a woman, found last night and bearing all the signs of the werewolf. Get out to the scene, lads.
Alright then. Away we go. Before we do that, let me just change outfits. Put the Hawkshaw on. Simply because I think it's the better looking one, and the increase to health is always nice.
It's been all over KGPL. It's off Temple Street, between Belmont and Glendale.
I think Rusty's real name is Finbar, which he hates. Hates when people call him that, but I think that's his real name. Anyway. Location's crime scene. Don't know why it's doing this if I didn't need it, but whatever. But whatever.
What happened to Rose?
Parker wants the chief's job. Word is it's either going to be him or Thad Green. So they're both clearing the decks.
So where does that leave you, Galloway?
Leaves me saddled with a chump like you, Phelps. I didn't ask for you and I don't want you, so keep it to yourself. See if you can learn something about seeing how a real cop operates.
What did he mean by the werewolf?
The Dahlia. The Daily News came out calling him the werewolf killer. The Examiner came up with the Black Dahlia.
We any closer to catching him?
Not a chance. 6 months and hundreds of guys running down leads and we got nothing.
You don't think this has anything to do with it?
No, I don't. 90% of murders are domestic, Phelps. Some guy gets into a beef with his wife, he takes it too far. This will be the same. But cutting someone in half and leaving them off the sidewalk, that's a one-off.
Why so many women this year?
Because of the war. You should know that. Guy gets to kill people every day in combat. Comes home, he's expected to take lip from his wife. What do you think's gonna happen?
It's that simple.
Like I said, most of the time it is.
If only it was. Police work would be a lot easier. I was gonna go down there, but then I realised it was a long way. I'm pretty sure we just get blocked off by a roadblock. Pretty sure we would have done, but anyway. Here we are.
Crime scene is just up the road, detective.
Thank you. Maybe we wouldn't have done. Oh well. Oh well. We're here now. Welcome.
How about a
scoop for the Examiner, Galloway. You could use some good press.
Another tramp, another
How
message.
about you
Is
fuck
the
off?
werewolf back in business, boys?
Do you have a mother, asshole? A sister? How about showing some respect for this poor woman? Let us do our job, and Detective Galloway will give you a statement later.
He's good, Rusty. He even sounds genuine.
That's Phelps, guys. The war hero. Defending the honor of murdered humps.
Get used to it, Phelps. Moving along, guys. You got your pictures, you got your headlines. Now scram.
Right. So yeah, as you saw, all of the victims in the homicide cases are
Patrolman, this your
naked
beat?
women.
Yes, sir. Well, part of it. Kids park here, they use it like a lover's lane. It's a working neighborhood. Some trouble,
Dogging.
but nothing like this. It's known locally as the Moors.
You were first on the scene?
Yes, detective.
No one's disturbed the body.
No, sir. We cleared out them vulture reporters so Pinker and the coroner could work. They're waiting to talk to you.
Go house to house and see what you come up with.
Alright. Don't want to investigate. Don't want that the body on screen for too long. Oh, we've got a globe
It's
here.
like some kind of puzzle or parlor game.
Okay. Alright, it's a puzzle. Right, align America up like that. The Americas all are aligned, so yeah. Hello.
The
Property of the
Bamba
Bamba Club.
Why steal a table lighter?
Property of the Bamba Club. Interesting. I always do the body last. I always like to have a look around at other things first. Okay, so we've got a handbag and a hairbrush. Insignificant, really. Let's have a look in the handbag.
The victim's bag?
It's ungentlemanly to have a look in a woman's handbag, but these are special circumstances.
Looks brand new. Can't be the one used on the body.
Nope. The only thing in there, really. Appears so. B, what have we got here? Got some footprints.
What can you tell me about the shoe prints?
Men's size 8s. Pinker lifted impressions for me to compare back at the lab.
Interesting. Okay, we're gonna have a look at the body now. So, obviously it's a naked woman, so if that upsets you, offends you, in whatever way, to the point where you don't feel like you can watch this, click off now and go watch something else. Thank you. Anyway,
Cause of death?
Could be
fuck BD.
Interesting.
TE. Who's TE?
What about this wound on the finger?
something
Ring
bruised,
forcibly
brain most
removed.
likely. I assume it was taken post-mortem.
Okay, how do you know that? Fucking
Caused a
hell.
blunt force injury to the face.
Could
Jesus.
be anything from a baseball bat to a lug wrench. I'll have more details after the autopsy.
Damn. That appears to be fine. Appears to be nothing there, really.
What does the writing on the victim mean?
BD, like Dahlia, Tex. Your guess is as good as mine. Could be something to it, or it could be the killer's trying to throw you off the scent. Either way, I'll run tests on the lipstick.
Any idea of the time of death?
From the temperature, I'd say after midnight. I'll confirm with you later.
Can we get to the Bamba? Man could die of thirst on a case like this.
Alright. Well, we've investigated everything here, so we can head on over to the Bamba Club. I'm not having a positive ID on the victim at the moment. This is kind of the only thing we can do. It's the only lead we have, so we're going to have to follow it. Alright, let's just go. Off we go. Yeah, I know I keep saying this, but the setting of this is so good.
We can't rule it out. We need to work the evidence.
You'd love that, wouldn't you? A big head to hang on your wall. The caller of the decade. You've been working evidence on BD case for 6 months and got nicks.
There's a difference, Rusty.
Oh, yeah?
I just started working it today.
Okay, hotshot. What's more likely? The werewolf comes back around, leaving us a note on the corpse?
He clearly has a thing for power. Power over women. Why not power over the police department as well?
Let me finish, Phelps. A guy opens his mouth again after 6 months of stewing. Or some opportunist who's been reading about the BD figures, he'll rip off the MO and get himself a freebie.
That's not totally fantastical.
You know, the Examiner and the Daily News might be good at coming up with monikers, but they're terrible for police work. If there's a reason we didn't get the son of a bitch after the short murder, it was them, locusts.
Where do you think the werewolf killer is now?
Dead by his own hand, stationed somewhere
Seriously?
else, the armed forces. San Quentin, another town, another country, who knows? So, Phelps, I understand you want to turn this into a big case, but it doesn't work like that, all right? A case will come and find you. Can't make it something it ain't, understand?
So you don't think the werewolf has continued to operate in the Los Angeles area?
No chance. We would have found him.
Would you? Anyway, so yeah, as I was saying, I love the setting of this game. Overall, it's got such a gritty atmosphere that is just amazing. It really captures the vibe of what I'd probably imagine being a detective is like. And also, the setting as well, you know, being in the late 1940s, early 1950s. I love that. Because I just love this setting. I love the style of the cars and all of that stuff. And the fact that you've used real brands as well in this game for the vehicles. Like, look, it even says Nash on the front of this car, for example. You can see Ford badges and Lincoln badges on some cars. You know, there's some cars in this game that were manufactured where the manufacturing companies now have gone bankrupt. They just don't exist anymore. You know what I mean? And that's pretty cool. I like that. Even the guns, they have their branded names as well. Like, you know, they've said Colt and Smith & Wesson and all of these companies. However, I'm not sure if these clubs, like these bars and things that we're visiting, if they're real locations in Los Angeles during this time. They could be. But I'm not sure about that. And what I do know as well is... Well, I've been told, sorry, I don't know this. I got told a few years ago that all the cases in LA Noire are based on real cases. So, yeah, that's quite interesting as well. But anyway, who we need to talk to
Gentlemen,
here?
what can I get you?
Oh yeah,
Phelps and
how are you?
Galloway, LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. How can I help, officer?
You can start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
You're the regular bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary barman. I work for an agency. I fill in at bars across town.
Do you remember a woman who came in here last night? 5'7", about 110 pounds, blonde hair, about 40 years of age.
You mean Celine Henry?
Yes. Do you
Okay.
know anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves her most nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
He
Yes,
sits at
please.
the back of the club. Wears a hibiscus. You can't miss him. Is there anything else?
Where's a what?
Fire away, Phelps. I'll stay here. I'm a little parched.
Okay.
Give me 3 fingers of
I'll
rock.
see you in a minute.
I just don't know how to dance to bebop.
Where is he? There
Want
he
a
is in the
tip?
white suit.
Refill my coffee next time, honey.
Detective Phelps, LAPD. We're investigating the murder of Celine Henry. Do you know her?
Celine? Christ. Going to pay for that?
Sure, I know her. She and I and Jacob, her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
Who's Jacob?
Sure, she's a regular. Celine was a lovely woman.
Suspect seen with
Was
victim.
Mrs. Henry here with anyone last night?
Not at first. Celine already had quite a head start.
But she attracted attention?
Certainly. A few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
Could you elaborate, please?
You know him?
No. He's been in a couple of times.
Did they leave together?
Yes, at around 11. If it helps, I made the guy's license plate.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look at that. What have we got?
I think this could be a great help,
2B8899.
sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's actually extremely helpful. I appreciate that. Anyway, ring stolen from
Mrs.
victim.
Henry appeared to be missing a ring, torn from her finger, but not her wedding finger.
Celine always wore a red garnet ring on the large side. Larger than life, like Celine herself.
Did she have it a long time?
Sure. Since way back in her flying days.
Did her husband buy it for her?
No, it was before Jacob.
Right. I'm gonna have to bad cop
I think you know
that,
where the ring
unfortunately.
came from, and I think you're gonna tell me.
Okay, I bought it years ago.
Had a
Carried
feeling
a
you
torch
did.
for Celine in those days. Guess I always have.
Right.
Old man never knew about it.
Knowledge of husband.
You know the husband?
Sure, I know Jacob. He was in the Corps. He met Celine on a furlough and married her when the war was finished. He put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
In your opinion, alright. Well, you seem very... What's the word? Shady about that, and you don't seem too sure of yourself.
So if it wasn't Jacob, then you probably let her out of here with the guy who killed her. How do you feel about that?
Stow the attitude, will ya? I tried to get onto Jacob. I rang him up. Asked him to come pick her up, like usual. But he refused. And she picked some night to push him over the edge. I rang him back around 11:30, but got no answer.
Thanks, Mr. McCall. You've been a big help. One more thing. Would you have an address for Celine?
Dion.
142 North Union Avenue.
Okay.
God knows I had to send her home in enough cabs to remember that.
Thank you very much, good sir. I'll see you later.
You want a tip? Refill my coffee next.
Let's get out of here.
Let's get on the blower.
Hey, what's the hurry?
Oh,
My stool was just starting to warm up nicely.
what's this?
Don't think this is any use to us.
Okay. It's gotta go round? I can't use that phone. Oh, these phones.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a registered owner on a license plate, 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. I'll need to contact the DMV. Shall I relay the details via KGPL?
Please. Thanks.
Alright. Alright then, let's go. Henry residence. Let's just go.
You find the booze helps you get through a working day?
Sharpens my investigatory instincts, Phelps.
A smart lawyer might use that to throw out anything you collect today.
A smart man might know it's unwise to stand between the patient and his medicine.
As long as you're not falling over, Rusty, I'll let it slide.
That's mighty kind of you, Phelps. You know, you picked the wrong job if a healthy thirst offends you, Cole.
We owe it to this city to do the best we can in this position. As homicide detectives, that responsibility is all the more serious.
Always the politician.
It's not political, it's practical. Maybe the men combing Hollywood Boulevard after the Elizabeth Short murder were more interested in sniffing out booze than the clues that would have led to her killer.
Yeah, well, if only you'd been there, choir boy. Betty Short would be alive, the Japs would have spared Pearl Harbor, our ancestors wouldn't have tasted the forbidden fruit.
Minor syntactical error, Detective Galloway. I never claimed to be able to prevent crimes. I only suggested a proficiency in solving them. Guess that's the drink slowing you down.
Oh my God, brother, oh brother. It's worse than I could ever have imagined.
Any central unit, car 16 Adam reports a possible
Fucking roadblock, seriously?
The Methodist Church unit.
Trying to get places, man. And you're fucking blocking me? And you're fucking blocking me? Alright, let's keep going. Do 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 do. This way. Then let's head up here. Onomatopoeia. Right. Left. Or right. Let's go. Like how you can hear the cars zip past you. It's cool. Wow. I like that detail. I love that detail, in fact. Right, let's keep going. Use this alleyway. Move. 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 There we go. Made it. Made it. Okay, Henry residence. Is that window smashed?
I'll try the back door. Wait here a second.
Okay. Why's that window broken? Interesting.
Side window's been jimmied. Looks like somebody's creeped the joint.
Indeed it does. Let's go have a look at that. That's the most interesting part.
Burglar used a pry bar. Why did you kick the door in?
You think I'm gonna climb through a broken window in a $30 suit? You got another thing coming, Buster.
Fair enough. I guess. Nothing there is of any significance. It's just in the fridge. If you sober up, you can find me at apartment 2, 1050 Huntley Drive. Telephone MI2221 Jacob.
Crime scene evidence still weighs against it being the husband, but Jacob could give us something to go on. One of my exes drank like this, you'd be feeling the back of my hand.
Call in burglary and get technical services out here. I'll talk to the neighbors.
Don't take all day about it, Phelps. I'll get nasty when I'm thirsty.
Yeah, I'd imagine. Okay, this must be the jewelry box.
Galloway, homicide.
Tiffany. The rest of the stuff is
Tiffany and
junk.
Co.
I explained the missing ring.
Services for suspected 459 at 142 North Union.
What's this?
A regular Amelia Earhart in her day. The ring looks distinctive.
Well, it does. That must be the woman who's dead.
No good to me.
Don't know what the fuck that is. Why's there clothes everywhere? Then again, I wouldn't exactly imagine her to be a cleanly person. I wouldn't exactly imagine that to be the case. Okay, we've got a newspaper on the floor there. We'll have a look at that later. Her flying goggles. Not really of any significance. Okay, the last thing could be the newspaper, so let's just have a look at it. Family burnt to death. Cops say house fire deaths are suspicious. Okay, let's have a look at this.
You said I had to go
Have a
back,
look.
Doctor.
The fires are cathartic. They allow you to confront your past.
You said the house would be empty.
Are you taking the medication I have prescribed?
You said the house would be empty. I heard them screaming.
Circumstances were unfortunate. My colleagues had made all the necessary
You
arrangements.
said the house would be empty. You're killing me.
The deaths were unfortunate, but you have dealt with death before.
I want you to come to the clinic and we can deal with
You said the house would be empty. How can I find peace?
And there's Dr. Harlan Fontaine being yet again a shady motherfucker. Anyway. Shoe.
Size
That's nice.
9s. Above average for a lady.
Very big feet. For a lady, yeah. Don't matter. Is what it is. Oh yeah, he said go outside, didn't he? Stuck on the door. Right, I need to go speak to a neighbour or something. Rusty's there. Oh, a car's pulled up. Someone in it. Hello.
LAPD. Are you acquainted with Celine Henry, Miss?
Horgan. Jennifer Horgan. I've known Celine for more than 10 years. Our children grew up together. What's going on, officer?
Did you see Mrs. Henry go out last night?
Well, I'm no busybody, you understand, but Celine had been drinking. And she and poor, long-suffering Jacob had a terrible row. I think Jacob may have given her a black eye. He stormed out and she went back inside.
Did he come back?
No. Celine was listening to music and shouting until she left around 10 p.m. She was very drunk to have been driving. But she is not the sort of person you can stop from doing something when her dander is up. What is this about, officer? Is Celine all right?
I'm afraid
He's
Mrs.
dead.
Henry has been murdered, ma'am.
Murdered? Oh, my God.
Yep.
I'm afraid I need to go and sit down.
That's alright. No worries. Marital problems. Interesting. Could be motive. Could be motive.
Let's see what Jacob has to say for himself.
I don't think Jacob is our man, but we should see what he has to say.
I don't think he is either. Jacob Henry's apartment. How far are we
Jacob
driving
Henry
this
had a
time?
violent argument with his wife last night. He's looking more and more likely.
For my money, the broad keeps the house looking like that, she's probably deserved it. The skipper says bring him in. We'll keep the hacks off our backs for a while.
Fine by me.
So it ain't the werewolf killer after all. Good to see you've come to your senses, Cole.
I always said work the evidence. I only stipulated a connection to the BD killer as an avenue of investigation we should leave open. And as far as I'm concerned, it still is.
All units also needs help. 211 and shots fired.
Well, that's one way to look at it, Cole. How far away is this place? It's not far. That's good. Everything else has been fucking ages away. Oh, shit. Right, this way. Right, Jacob Henry's apartment.
Okay, Phelps, we go in hard. You follow my lead.
Why? I know we want to bag him just to make it look good, but still.
Jacob Henry?
Yeah. Who's asking?
LAPD. You're under arrest for the murder of your wife, Celine Henry.
Murder? Celine?
Save the dramatics
Oh, my
for
God.
RKO, pal. You got bigger problems.
What the hell are you talking about? You come in here, you tell me that Celine is...
Take a seat, Mr. Henry.
she's-
We're gonna have a look around, then we'll talk.
Jesus.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
First of all, first order of business is I want to find his shoes, because I want to see how big they are. wanna see how big his shoes are. Oh.
I get even the slightest hint that you're a flight risk, pal.
Oh, hello. Does this actually work in real life? Or is this just one of those things that works in movies? Thanks for the offer. I need you to do something about my
Oldest
wife.
problem there is what to do about the old lady.
Leaving a lot out of context there. Could have been a letter to a doctor or to a psychiatrist or something. Size 11s. Well done. Well, that doesn't really mean dick, to be honest. Movement of
So who could have
victim.
killed Celine? Where did she go last night, Jacob?
A bar, I suppose. Look, I don't know.
You know where
You
she
do
went,
know,
Jacob.
because of the
You're
Banda Club
lying.
wire.
Why would I help you if you keep lying to me?
Look, I'm telling you, I don't know.
Bomber Club
You
lighter.
know she went to the Bomber Club.
The bartender there, he calls me if things are getting out of hand, and I go and I bring her home. He called me last night. I said no. Phone rang a couple more times after that. I ignored it. I'm gonna have to live with that.
Yeah. Lost contact with victim.
When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
Last night. I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
remember what time you last saw your wife alive?
Look, I'm sorry. I left. Maybe 9 p.m. Might have been a little later, but right around 9.
Right. Motive for murder.
Why did you kill her, Jacob? Things will go better if you come clean about it.
That's a lousy thing to say. I never gave up on my wife.
And what about the letter? I need you to do something about my wife. What about that
Believe
one,
you,
huh?
Jacob. I think you didn't have the guts to
What does
do it
that one
yourself,
say?
So you had someone else do it.
You want to back that up with something, Big Mouth? Huh?
Yeah, I've got something. I've got something to back that up with, mate.
The note by the phone suggests you meant her harm.
You want the truth? Truth is, I was sick to death of her. I was trying to have her committed.
We're still going to need you
Okay,
to come
fair enough.
downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get this all down on paper, Jacob. How you got fed up with your wife and how you figured killing her would bury all your troubles.
Kill my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're gonna tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
You're awful hot under the collar for an innocent man, Mr. Henry.
To be fair, his wife is dead, Cole. You'd be pretty upset too if you found out your wife had just been murdered and then someone comes into your house and complains about it. Well, then says you did it when you didn't. Not only that, they kicked your fucking door in as well. I'd be upset too.
Call it in and get a squad car dispatched. And check
Say.
for messages. I'll keep old Slugger here company.
Alright. Use the telephone.
Operator,
Lady
message
Gaga.
for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a patrol unit to transport a suspect back to Central.
Certainly, Detective. You have a message from the coroner. Do you wish to be put through?
Yes, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Carruthers,
It's Phelps.
I've completed the autopsy. Several wounds to the head from a blunt metal instrument. Closest match would be a socket wrench handle.
Right.
So the cause of death was the blunt.
No, the blows to the head surprisingly were not fatal.
Seriously?
Death was from hemorrhage and shock from the fractured ribs and multiple injuries caused by the stomping.
Right.
Anything else?
He's some kind of sex fiend. The tissues of the anus were bruised about 1/8 of an inch, but no trace of semen in the anus, vagina, or stomach.
Thanks, Doc.
Right.
Operator, give me R&I. Any word on an owner for that vehicle? License was 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. The plate belongs to a brown 1936 Pontiac. Registered
Okay.
owner is one Alonzo Mendez of 402 South Fremont Street, apartment 16.
Thanks. Any other messages?
One, Detective. From Captain Donnelly. He wants any and all suspects returned to Central. Interviews to be set up immediately.
Got it. We're coming in.
Alright. Alright. Well, we need to go pick Mendez up.
Alonzo Mendez. Sound like a man who moonlights as the werewolf?
Don't sound like a man I'd let my daughter anywhere near.
You've got a daughter.
Spend enough time drinking, Cole, you'll find yourself with Cole!
Shit. Work me. Work me. Right. That lamppost fault's right in front of me as well. Fucking hell.
Carruthers said she took a real pounding.
Maybe if he had been a little firmer in the beginning, he wouldn't be in this situation now.
How could you
Imagine that
say such
Neanderthal
things?
routine is a big hit with the ladies, Galloway.
Yeah.
Women love me, Phelps. I have no complexity. They know exactly what they're gonna get.
Right. How charming. Sure, you're a real Casanova. Right, which apartment? I think they said 10. I think that's what the woman said. 10. What was that? Yeah, 10. So third floor. Third floor. The top floor. Okay. The very top. The very top. What's going on? Why can't... There we go. I couldn't move for a second there. I don't know why. Right, it's the top. Yeah.
Don't bother knocking, just kick the door in.
Alright.
Look around and see what you can find.
Okay. Doesn't appear to be anything in there. Doesn't appear to be anything. Just a comic book or something. We've got a bedroom. Hello. Whoa. Well.
Carruthers could match the color and brand of the body.
That's interesting. And then a socket wrench was the closest match. That's exactly what this is.
Injuries and the blood.
We have the murder weapon. We better get Pinker down here.
Why keep it? Why not throw it away?
Think these clowns
That's
are
fucking...
geniuses? Thank your stars you caught a break. Captain Donald will begin to like you.
Hey, what gives? LAPD, you're under arrest.
Fuck's
Do not
sake.
lose that son of a bitch. I'll go get our wheels.
Mendez, stop right there.
I haven't finished looking around either, so I'm gonna have to come back in a minute.
You don't need to do this, Alonzo.
Wee. He's gonna steal that car there, isn't he? Fuck, he is.
Get in and drive.
Right, go. Where is he? There he is. I'm onto him. I'm onto you.
Hit it! Clean this asshole off the road.
Shit. Fuck. Come on. Where's
I
it gone?
got an idea. Get him next to my window, Cole. Keep me alongside his vehicle, and I'll stop the son of a bitch.
Alright.
Hit him, Cole. Spin him out. Keep it steady, and I'll try to bust his tires.
You got it. Nice.
You're under arrest for the murder of Celine Henry. Show me your hands!
I probably should have reversed up to him, to be honest, but whatever.
I ain't saying a goddamn thing.
Oh, is that it already solved? Wow, I don't even need to interrogate anyone. I know we're back in the apartment.
Grand job, lads.
Oh no, man.
Phelps, that's quite a way to acquit yourself in your first outing as a homicide investigator. It seems the city has a new and vengeful guardian. Considering the evidence against your suspect and the thoroughness with which a report was compiled, I foresee a safe passage through the courts, and the DA agrees with me. Brutality on a scale such as this deserves retribution. The people and the press of this city demand it.
Didn't even give him one. Damn. I feel like we didn't collect everything there. Yeah, we didn't. We missed a clue, which means we're gonna get 4 stars. Oh no, we still got 5 stars. Interesting. Clues found 18 of 19. Questions correct 6 of 6. We only did 6 questions. The suspect is in the bag, even if you did leave Jacob sweating in central lockup. Awesome. Got a little epilogue thing here to this one. He's in the blue room again. The Golden Butterfly. Well, that is the case for next time, as in tomorrow. So as always, guys, thank you guys very much for watching. Take care of yourselves, look after yourselves, and I'll see you in a bit.